There are actually more slaves globally in the world today than there ever have been before. The estimates are that there are about 40 million slaves living and working under those conditions today. 75% of those slaves are women and girls. And so females are incredibly overrepresented in modern slavery today. My research is very much around consumption and the consumer perspective and consumer drivers of how we consume slavery and why we continue to consume slavery. And so I work with a team of researchers both here in Australia but also in the UK. The UK government legislated their Modern Slavery Act back in 2015. Slavery is happening right here in our backyard. You don't have to go very far to find women and girls making clothing in their dining room or in their garage for piecemeal production. Women and young girls are particularly vulnerable. We're living in a consumption world. So our world is driven by consumption, which then informs production. We are all consumers, and the supply chains of production are so insidiously tainted by slavery, it is almost impossible in today's world to actually avoid it. But that doesn't mean that we can't do anything about it. Number one is do your research. So take some level of responsibility to understand where the products and services you're consuming actually came from. And consuming locally, products and services that are manufactured locally does help in that way, because when you consume locally, those supply chains are much shorter. And so you can do some research and understand how is this product actually made. Another thing that we can be doing as consumers is understanding those little voices in our head that are constantly there trying to negate any form of guilt or responsibility, and recognising them from what they are. If we change our behaviour, the businesses will listen.